Okay, firstly, hello guys, how are you?
Hello. We are absolutely excited, Manjri. How are you?
I am absolutely happy. First, I have to tell you, I have been excited for Dhoom Dhaam since the time I've seen the trailer. And तब से मैंने सोच के रखा था सब साथ में मिलके देखेंगे बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ पे ना there's a tradition कि कॉमेडी फिल्म हो या फिर ऐसा कुछ हो जहाँ पे कॉमिक्स ज्यादा हो सो इट्स एंटरटेनिंग एंड एवरीथिंग तो साथ में बैठ के देखना है पूरी फैमिली के साथ
Very
सो
good, yeah.
दैट्स
That's how
व्हाट
it should be. Very
यस
good. That's a
एग्जैक्टली
perfect idea. You should communicate this idea to everyone.
I am doing that. And I have watched it with my whole family, and we were laughing like nothing. Like the whole film was so entertaining. And it was literally the right name, the right title. It was Dhoom and it was Dhaam. It
Oh,
was really good.
superb, superb, superb.
So
So
thank you
glad
so
you all
much,
enjoyed it.
Prateek, and thank you so much, Rishabh. I am very sad that I don't have Yami over here with us over here. Otherwise, ये तो मतलब पूरा trio एक साथ आ जाता. And this is a धमाकेदार trio, yeah.
I know we
Seriously,
have been missing her, yeah.
seriously, absolutely. Firstly, I
Yami,
want to.
Yami, Yami, if you can hear us, Pratik and I are really missing you.
She is
Same
shooting.
here.
She is
I too.
shooting.
Me
So
too.
yeah.
Yeah. I completely. I this is a personal anecdote actually, Rishabh, because I really loved her character so much. I connected to it on a personal level because I don't know about other people, but मैं थोड़ी बहुत वैसी हूँ.
Oh.
Even though actually मैं झूठ नहीं बोलती, मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी कि मैं झूठ बोलती हूँ.
अच्छा, तो लोगों पे गोलियां चला देती हैं आप बेसिकली.
But मैं थोड़ी सी गुंडी जैसी हूँ, तो वो
अच्छा,
होता है मेरे साथ. हाँ.
अच्छा.
So, firstly, I want to know this. How can you get everything so perfectly right? The cast, absolutely correct. The characters, so good. Like, so good. I can't even tell you how good they are. And the plot, very, very correct. And the way how you've put the comic timings एकदम perfectly. Like, ऐसा लग भी नहीं रहा कि उन लोग comedy करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन it's just very funny and entertaining for you to watch. Like a person is in crisis, dire crisis, people are running behind them with guns, but you are still laughing. So, how do you get all these things right? How is that possible?
See, I think a good film is usually a series of several well-timed flukes. You know, things, things. It's. I'm telling you, like a lot of it is about luck and about various forces coming together and
Hmm.
interacting and blossoming. So I was, of course, very very lucky to get such a fun dhamakedar script. Written by Aditya Dhar and Arsh Vora. I was so lucky to get lovely actors like Yami Gautam and Pratik Gandhi. I would have to name Ejaz Khan. We have to talk about Mukul Chadda, Kavin Dave, all of them. We got such a fun cast together. And see, I'll tell you, comedy बहुत प्यारा जॉनर होता है क्योंकि आप देखते हो, आप हंसते हो, आपकी बॉडी में अच्छे हॉर्मोन्स रिलीज होते हैं. तो एक तरीके का थेरेपी है कॉमेडी. तो जहां भी
I
आदमी को कॉमेडी पिक्चर बनाने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले, ही शुड ग्रैब इट विद बोथ हैंड्स and send it out into the world. And we've been so lucky. We've been receiving calls and messages from literally around the world. Okay, I watched it with my family, I watched it with my boyfriend, I watched it on Valentine's Day, and everyone is just giving us so much love, and we cannot be more grateful.
But I have to tell you, you must have told कि हाँ comedy genre आए तो एकदम grab it and do it. But very few people can do justice to it the way you have done.
Thank
Like
you.
keeping everything in mind and making obviously I understand it's luck, but it's also about the screenplay.
वो
What
मैं
I
जोक कर रहा
really
था, बहुत
love.
मेहनत की थी पिक्चर. हाँ, वो तो मैं जोक मार रहा था. बहुत मेहनत से बनाई है पिक्चर हमने.
Good, because वो मेहनत बहुत अच्छे से रंग लाई है and I loved it. I loved it to every corner, nook and cranny was every scene was so beautifully done, and the screenplay, it was so tight. It kept me sitting on the edge of my seat, but it's also kept me like मैं इसके लिए नहीं देख रही थी कि my god और क्या हो सकता है. It was more like कि और कितना हंसा सकते हैं और कितना entertain कर सकते हैं ये लोग. तो वो चीज. And I have to give kudos to you also, Pratik. The whole world is saying one thing, that इससे ज्यादा green flag character नहीं हो सकता. But
Oh.
मुझे I mean, I have to tell you this. I mean, that was such a pyara moment where, more than Yami, you were the one who were crying while the Vidai wala scene. I saw the tears in your eyes. I was like, oh my God, this is not possible than reality. But but you still make it so real and so believable. That character was so beautiful. I have to know what your thought was when you first read the character and what made you choose it.
I'm so happy that you liked the character and you got those nuances that I actually wanted to bring out. Uh, so initially, the first thought that I had in mind after reading the script, after discussing with them, is that here I get an opportunity to create new type of hero,
Hmm.
which is never considered as hero in the typical
Exactly.
definition, right?
Yes.
And as we kept discussing also, that nice guy, Sida Sada Banda, is
Hmm.
not a compliment,
That's true. There's
which
a
is
dialogue
supposed to
also
be the
about it.
compliment, right?
Yes.
But it is no more a compliment in current society. Like, ये तो बहुत सीधा साधा है. He's a nice guy. So it's not a bad thing. So I actually wanted to make nice guy a compliment for the real nice guys out there in the world.
That is so sweet because I loved the way how masculinity was shown in a very positive way. I
Yeah,
loved it because it wasn't even the fact that he was so weak that he was not standing up for himself. He stood up for himself as well, and he also stood up for his wife and for girls in general. And it
yeah.
was such a beautiful way of showing what the right kind of masculinity should be there out there. It's an example. I think people should study this character. मतलब movie तो देखो ही, but study this character as a book and
So,
say
and
कि this
I
is the
feel
kind of character we need.
I think that Yami has also shown the right kind of femininity, you know. It
That's
doesn't
very
mean, I
true.
mean, even women are saying, नहीं ज़्यादा ऊंची आवाज में बात मत करो, खुद को छोटा बना के रखो, ज़्यादा don't draw attention to yourself, throw that to the wind, you know, be yourself. I mean, लोगों पर गोलियां मत चलाओ, please. लेकिन I you know, but there is like define these gender stereotypes was very important to us, you know, in the film.
I will completely agree with you, Rishabh, because there was a time जब मैं बहुत ज्यादा मारधाड़ करती थी लड़कों के साथ एंड मेरे डैड ने मुझे बोला कि इतनी पिटाई मत करो तुम, मुझे उनसे ज्यादा तुम्हारी टेंशन, मतलब तुमसे ज्यादा उनकी
उनकी
टेंशन होती
टेंशन
है।
हो जाती है.
अभी मेरे को बोलते हैं कि जो करना है करो, तुम गुंडी रहना है गुंडी रहो। So
But
yeah,
have you found Veer in your life?
no, I
Oh.
wish I do. I wish I do because for me, I want a nice guy only.
अच्छा.
But you are also cute. So I have to give kudos to you about that also.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the dance that you did on the pole.
Oh
It was
my
really good. Yes. We don't find those kind of people right now.
God. The dance, no? Matlab,
Right.
Yes.
Did
this is
you,
a real dance.
I hope you like that
Maza
is
आया.
also one of our favorite songs in the film. I hope you like the but like the Hasino song, you know.
See, no, that song is
Absolutely.
coming out tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved every
The
part.
video.
I'm telling you, this movie is going to be on my watch list also on Netflix because I'm going to rewatch the movie also. जब भी मैं बोर हो रही हूँ and I need some fun and entertainment in my life and I don't have that coming, I'm going to watch this film again and again.
So that's the idea. And in fact, there are so many messages that I have received on on social media that people have already watched it multiple times. And I
Wow.
guess that is one of the reasons why we are trending number 3 in 13 countries worldwide and trending
Wow.
number
That's
1 in
so
India for
cool.
films. So yeah,
That is superb.
it is working out well for the
That too
right
for,
reasons.
yeah, exactly. And I'm so glad that it is a movie like Dhoom Dhaam that is getting so much of good reviews out there and so much of love out there because we need more movies like these in the world right
No,
now.
see, I have so many friends outside the industry जो you know और मतलब वो इतना सोचते नहीं है फिल्मों के बारे में ऐसे यार मतलब just entertainers यार ऋषभ that's all we want
Hmm.
and they used to keep complaining why are you all making so many thrillers why are you all only making all these dark themed shows and films and I mean of course you know we are making some great content in this country and you know kudos to all those people but I feel कि धूमधाम जैसी पिक्चर के लिए एक स्पेस है you know और बार बार होनी चाहिए
Exactly.
तो हमको लोगों को हंसाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
I agree. I completely agree because मेरा same thought process है. I love that there are thrillers out there. I love thrillers myself. It's my most favorite genre. But I love watching a film with my family. I love watching a film which I can enjoy and take away something from it, but also just think about how entertaining it was to watch a film unfold like that. And Dhoom Dhaam was perfectly like that. It hit the nail on the spot. So it was really cool. Thank you,
Super.
Rishabh.
Thank you so
Super.
much. You just keep talking. We are just
Yeah, I
getting
know. Yeah,
happy.
you talk.
You
You don't
talk. We
ask
want to
questions.
listen.
You tell us about what you felt for the film.
But I have to ask you, when you're doing a content, when you are directing a film as the captain of the ship, do you feel that the limitations in comparison to a silver screen and to something like an OTT, like Netflix, do you feel there are limitations more when it comes to silver screen, but lesser when it comes to OTT?
Yes, for sure. There are, of course, when you're making a film straight for OTT, आप एक नजरिए से बना सकते हैं. And जब there are a bunch of considerations that come into play, business decisions often when you're taking the films to the cinemas. But honestly, trust me, Pratik and I, we see no difference between OTT and cinema. We feel our film has come on a lovely platform, on the biggest platform in the world, and it's reaching people across the globe. So that makes us supremely happy. Netflix was an amazing collaborator. They did not dictate anything to us. They said, we love your film and we want it on our platform. That is all. तो हमें इस फिल्म के साथ तो कम से कम ऐसी कोई भी considerations लेनी नहीं पड़ी.
And in
But
fact, I would like to add something here that mostly what happens, what I have observed is that theater going audience is still a limited set of people,
That's very true.
right? Whereas OTT reaches to the largest amount of audience all across.
Absolutely. I agree.
And yet, OTT gives you that freedom to experiment
Yes.
to a large extent if you just compare these two mediums.
Hmm.
Because the moment you talk about theater and big screen and all, then there are a lot of, almost algorithm starts playing.
Hmm.
कि no, theater में अगर audience को बुलाना है तो ये तो करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा ही करना पड़ेगा, वैसा ही
हाँ.
करना पड़ेगा. Give them the larger than life experience
Yes.
in terms of everything, which is not the demand of all the scripts.
correct.
True. Very
Either
true.
I cater to the script or without keeping script in mind, I just cater to that algorithm is what one needs to take a call.
Yeah.
So I
Exactly.
feel that it's a balance that you have to strike sometimes. And most of the time, people don't know when they start to shoot, whether it will go to theater directly or to OTT.
And that is happening across the board these days.
Across the
With
board, people
every
don't
film,
know where will it
every
go.
film, we'll
Wow.
make the film
I
and
didn't
then
know this
we'll find
one.
the best place to put it.
Oh, okay. That's a cool news because I didn't know that people actually don't know from the very get-go itself that where they are actually going to put the film out.
Yeah, not always, not always.
Okay. Okay. Before I wrap this up, because I have to wrap this up after all.
No, you
Um,
just keep talking. Like, we are here for another 20 minutes, no problem.
नहीं नहीं मेरे को ऑलरेडी मैसेजेस आ गए अभी रैप अप करो
अच्छा, ठीक है.
और भी बातचीत करनी है उनके साथ तो मैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये पूछना चाहूंगी प्रतीक को the last time I met you, I had asked you this question: how you do so many different and diverse characters so beautifully, all across every medium that you do it. Um, I want to note this time that even when actors are doing these many different kind of characters, they are at some point that stops and then they become themselves. But in this world, we are still judging them as not humans, but as stars and celebrities, and for the life that they lead. What is that one misconception or myth that you would like to break as a celebrity yourself or as an actor yourself?
There are a lot of myths. People actually create their own perception towards
That's true.
somebody that they see on big screen.
That's very true.
कि ये आदमी ऐसे ही जीता होगा, यही खाता होगा, ऐसे ही कपड़े पहनता होगा, ऐसे ही बात करता होगा. So I think वो perception का हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. And I don't even feel that it's my responsibility to break those myths. But what I try to do is that I break those myths and I try to surprise them with the characters that I play.
Okay.
And that helps largely because in my personal life, I am absolutely a different person than all the characters that I create. Of
Absolutely.
course, all the characters will leave the residue with me after having done those. हर एक character का छोटा part.
One very
That's
very
so
funny
true.
thing is कि how like an on-screen persona really becomes part of you. I remember I was a kid and I'd gone for a wedding reception and I saw Prem Chopra over there. Senior actor. I started crying. I looked at him. I just could because he was a very had played. I'd seen him as a villain.
Yeah.
I just started sobbing. Like my parents had to leave the reception because I was so scared of him.
Oh God.
But that poor sweet man was just there on his own, and I was here terrified of him.
Oh God. That's funny.
Yeah, बस
But
ये होता है.
I wish that Veer becomes a part of my life then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
soon enough. I'm also wishing for you.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pratik. Thank you, Rishabh, for giving us Dhoom Dhaam, for giving us such a big, successful, entertaining film. And I hope that you guys keep up the momentum and keep giving us such beautiful films all across. I'm sure you will. But I'll be waiting for those, and all the best for more Dhoom Dhaam in your life. This
Thank
was
you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
That's so
Manoj.
sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.